What's good, y'all? It's Crisco Fontaine. Appreciate you for pulling up to the stream. I really do appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. We're about to get it started shortly, but hey, real quick, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, por favor. And then hit that bell right next to it so that you get notifications when I upload things of that nature. If you get any fulfillment, get any entertainment value whatsoever from this stream tonight, today, and whenever I'm streaming, hit the like button. And if you don't rock with it, you can hit the dislike button too. It's cool. It helps the channel either way, man. Okay? So feel free to comment, chat. I'll try to be as interactive as possible. Once again, I do appreciate you for tuning in to the stream. And if you've already subscribed to the channel, thank you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Whatever is in there, I love you. Let's get into the stream. Hola, 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 hola. ¿Cómo está? Welcome to the stream. I'm Crisco Fontaine, aka Coach Crisco. You see the title. Not gonna play no games. Gonna jump right into it. I seen this clip a couple days ago, actually. The good folks at TNT inside the NBA, they had a heated discussion, a debate rather, about the Jimmy Butler situation. Now, Jimmy, it's like a soap opera going on in Miami right now. So, I believe today Jimmy was suspended indefinitely by the Miami Heat. Make sure I'm in the shot. I'm in the shot. Make sure I'm focused. I'm focused. He was suspended indefinitely by the Miami Heat. So I don't know how all of that works. Like, as far as like the contracts, when you're suspended, do you not get paid? Like, I don't know how that works. But I'm assuming Miami's doing this so they can try to cover their ass in some capacity, because Jimmy don't want to be there. It seems like they don't want Jimmy there. So it's mutual. But at the same time, the man is making like 40-something million this season. He's slated to make like 50-something million, something crazy like that next season. If he opts in, if they don't trade him, they keep him, then he has a player option, I think. He's going to opt into that. You're not turning down $50 million. And at this point, on the free agent market, I don't think anybody's going to pay Jimmy Butler $50 million. Man's like 35, 36 years old. Come on, man. Nobody's paying you that. Not on the free agent market. So his best bet is to not fuck this bag up. That's his best bet. But it seems to be mutual. He don't want to be there. They don't want him. So they're finding anything and everything to either make it difficult for him, or he's just being difficult to work with. Now, apparently, he walked out of shoot around or practice or something because he was told that he wasn't going to start. He's coming back from a 2-game suspension that they just suspended him for, or something. I don't even remember what it was at this point. It don't even matter. But they just suspended him for 2 games. He came back from that. And I guess Spo told him, hey, Jimmy, we're going to go with the young fella. We're going to start the young fella. We're going to bring you off the bench. Now, this is supposed to be the best player on the team. This is supposed to be the leader. He's been suspended for conduct detrimental to the team and all this jazz. Coming back from a suspension. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the young fella. We're going to bring you off the bench, Jimmy. Jimmy said, man, Spo, fuck all that, man. I'm not coming off no bench, man. You know what? Take you and the young fella. I'm not even going to go there. So he left. And got my phone. He left. And they said, you know what? He's being insubordinate. Let's just suspend him indefinitely. So now, James Butler is he's suspended until further notice, which is probably going to be until they trade him. Trade deadline is, if I'm not mistaken, February 6th. So they got not a whole lot of time to formulate a trade. Now, there's only a handful of teams that would even reach out to Miami at this point, because he's already made it known that, hey, I would like to play at, what, 2, 3, 4 maybe teams was on his list. So if you're the other 26 teams in the NBA, why would you trade assets to get a guy that, after he becomes a free agent, more than likely he's not going to resign? So he's pretty much already like canceled 26 other teams, and as far as them giving Miami a call, inquiring about him. So, Phoenix is looking like the spot that might get him. They just got a bunch of they just traded for a bunch of picks, I think. So if Miami is looking to blow it up, they're probably looking to just rebuild at this point, and build around Hero and Bam or whatever. I don't know. But I came across this clip the other day. This was prior to this recent suspension with Shaq and Kenny and Charles, Ernie and the crew. They had an interesting conversation about Jimmy, and Shaq is, always pro player, but his take was a little to me it kind of summed up the state of the NBA. I don't think it's let me make sure my camera is where I need it to be. I'm cute. That's neither here nor there. I don't think the NBA is just suffering from the 3-point brigade, and the referees sucking, and you can't really show emotion. They're gonna tee you up and all this other shit. That's part of it. But I think a lot of it is just because there's so much money in the game today, man. I don't think you can be super, super hungry when you getting paid millions upon millions. I'm talking like like hundreds of millions of dollars, these contracts. But Jaylen Brown, $300 million. Jaylen Brown maybe cracks the top 10 of NBA stars today. Maybe. Top 10, maybe. $300 million. What if Michael Jordan played in today's NBA with where the cap is right now? What would Michael be making right now? Just curious. I'm just curious. What would Michael be making if Jaylen Brown, and I love Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown is the best player on Boston. But that's neither here nor there. But somebody like a Michael Jeffrey Jordan, what would Michael Jordan be making if he played in today's NBA? Just curious. Let me know what you think in the comments, in the chat. Nobody's in here. I'm talking to myself. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you 500 million, 400, 500 million? Could the team afford that? Could Steve Ballmer play Michael Jordan 1v12 and just pay him the whole salary cap? Mm-hmm. But Shaq's take on this was it sounded a bit selfish. So we're gonna check it out. I'm not gonna play the video. I'm just gonna play the audio. Because I don't want to get copyright strike. Because I've already received a copyright strike, and I'm looking at the future. Okay, this channel might be something one day, and I want to make sure that I'm on the up and up. So we're gonna listen to the audio, and I'll try not to pause it throughout. But well, you here to hear me talk, not them. But we're gonna listen to the audio and give our spin on it. So let's check it out.
I just think in this situation, it's more about human nature. I know exactly how Jimmy feels. I've been in this situation many times. All that I've done for you, and you don't want to give me what I want, so human nature kicks in.
Well, I gave you what you want because you signed a deal that goes on to next year.
But hold on. I want an extension, and Charles going to say you don't pay us.
You want more.
That's not saying. So
So basically, right there, this lets you know this isn't about him feeling like he's underpaid right now. He's all this stems from them not signing him to an extension in the offseason. I think it started from when he was injured and they were in the playoffs and he was talking cash shit towards, maybe it was Boston. I think it was Boston. They played Boston the first round. He was talking cash shit, and Pat Riley was basically like, yo, if you're not playing, shut up. I think that was the gist. If you're not playing, shut the hell up, man. You setting all these other motherfuckers up to get their ass beat, playing the number 1 seed in the playoffs. You not out there. You talking shit. Shut up. Shut up. You know why I can't say that I fault Pat, because you setting your partners up to catch a L, and they did. I think they stole a game. I think they won a game in that series, but still. So I think it started there, and then they didn't see eye to eye when it came to negotiations in the offseason for an extension. So Jimmy came into the season already jaded, like, yo, y'all don't want me here long term. I don't want to be here no more. Now, granted, Jimmy has this season and next season that he's still under contract, and they owe him like $50 million for like the next season, like 25, 26, $50 million, something like that, something crazy. So he's still under contract for 2 years. When did we get to a point where it's like, yo, because I don't have an extension with you, I'm just not going to play no more? Dude, you're still getting like 40 some odd $1 million this year, 50 some odd $1 million owed to you next season, and you crying about the seasons after that, and you're 35 years old. But what are we talking about here? Let's keep it.
The part I hate about this business of basketball thing, it always has to be somebody's fault. I think it's more human nature. All I've done for you guys, you don't want to give me an extension. So now human nature kicks in. You don't want me, I don't want you. So I don't like.
You still have to be professional.
Yeah, but I don't like it's his fault and he's unprofessional. He's doing that. Human nature kicks in. You guys don't
Shaq,
want
if
me.
you sign a deal, first of all, hold on. Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead. If you sign a deal that has an extension,
I want
to
an
next
extension.
Year,
Shaq sound like a big ass kid. I want an extension. Give me my money. I want an extension and I want it now. This ain't JG Wentworth. Like, come on, dog. You are under contract for 2 years, for this season and next season. Play these seasons out. You under contract, bruh. Like, you signed the contract. Okay. I'm not even gonna just I'm not gonna just place this on the NBA, because you see this sometimes in football, maybe not so much baseball. I don't know. I don't really follow baseball like that. But you see this in the NFL also, where players are signing a contract and they may sign a 4 or 5 year deal, and maybe they feel like they've outplayed that deal. And in some cases, maybe they have. But you look at somebody like a Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes signed something crazy. I think he signed like a 10-year deal or something like that, $450 million. And at the time, that seemed like a crazy contract. But now looking at it, he might have hold himself. When Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, when they're making money the way that they're making, and they ain't won nothing. Lamar got some MVPs, but he ain't even sniffed a Super Bowl, and Deshaun ain't sniffed nothing but a massage parlor. He not gonna sniff. His career's over with. Over with. So, but you don't see Pat Mahomes crying and bitching and complaining and moaning and I ain't getting enough money. Pay me, I need to restructure. You don't see that. You just see him going out there making Super Bowls constantly. So the notion that, oh, well, you don't sign me to an extension, you don't want me, then I don't want you. That don't even make sense. They signed you. You still under contract. So obviously they want you. But maybe get to the last year of your contract, and I can see the negotiations. You're trying to figure out where your future is gonna, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're 35 years old, 36, 35, whatever. So no, you expect them to sign you to a 3, 4, 5 year deal at 35 years old? No, everybody's not LeBron. You're not playing till you 40. And thus far, we paid you handsomely, and you've gotten us to a few finals, yes, and we are grateful for that. But we ain't won no championships, bro. And you supposed to be the man. So we paying you like you are the man. Maybe we need to do a better job of putting some pieces around you. I don't know. Or maybe we should pay you like you're not the man. Like maybe you are a glorified number 2 that just happens to be on a squad where you have to be the number 1 option. Let's continue.
Getting one. So you're saying you want
not
more.
getting one.
It's not saying that you want more.
You're not getting one.
It's not like you
So
want
human
more.
nature kicker. You don't want me, I don't want to be
want
here.
this
That's
year,
it.
next year,
We should
and
just
more.
leave it at that. Not it's Jimmy's fault, it's Pat's fault.
No.
It's called business basketball.
But Pat Riley ain't going to just give him away.
That's fine, but
Jimmy Butler's a really good player.
I'm saying people that don't understand this is the business
We
of
understand it
basketball.
very well.
Yeah, we understand. This is the business
the public
of basketball.
understands. Shaq. No, they have paid. Jimmy Butler makes $50 million a
He
year.
want more. So what?
He ain't getting more.
Okay, so guess what?
He wants more. He wants more. Okay, all right, cool. He's going to get more next season because he's still under contract. What the fuck are we talking about, Shaq? What are we talking about here? He's going to get more next season when he suits up for the Miami Heat. Oh, you don't want to be here. All right, cool. You're still on the contract, bruh, for this season and for next. We can talk about the extension after next season or maybe during next season. You know what I'm saying? Because you still have another season. It's not like it's really not like we hoeing you, dog. We not really hoeing you at all, man. We owe you $50 million next year. He wants more. Again, this also is not a 25, 26, 27 guy that's in his prime. Let's continue.
You don't want me, I don't want to be here.
Okay, well then, but you can't just not show up to work.
Why not?
Because you took the other 2. You took the 50 for this year and next year.
Okay.
Hold up. Can I rewind that?
No, we understand it very well.
Yeah, we understand. This is the
public understands. Shaq. No, they have paid. Jimmy Butler makes $50 million a
You
year.
want more? So what?
He ain't getting more.
Okay, so guess what? You don't want me, I don't want to be here.
Okay, well then, but you can't just not show up to work.
Why not?
Yo, I see why Kobe was pissed. Man. I can see Shaq being that guy. Yo, you don't want to pay me, then I don't want to be here. But Shaq, we're paying you, sir. We're paying you. We just haven't signed you to an extension. No, you don't want to sign me to an extension, then I don't want to be here. You see this a lot, though. You see this a lot. And the cap continues to increase. It continues to rise. It continues to increase. It continues to increase. It's only going to get worse. You only see a handful of players that really look like they're out there to compete, to play basketball, and then not just out there for a check. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be out there to earn a living, because they're blessed to have talent to enable them to play sports for a living and earn a handsome wage, and as a result of playing a sport that they have God-given ability to do. But at the same time, if you wasn't getting paid a dime, would you still play this sport? And if you would you give it your all? Would you compete every night? And I mean, if you got a hangnail, your fingernails is a little sore, you stub your toe on the bedpost trying to go take a piss in the middle of the night in the dark, and you're like, yo, man, coach, I don't think I'm gonna be able to play. My toe hurt. But you're making millions, and I mean tens of millions of dollars to play 82 games a year. And if your team is good enough, then you might have to play another additional 20 some odd games in the playoffs, depending on how deep you go. And then you have the whole offseason to do whatever the fuck you want to do. I got a 9 to 5, man. I had to get up and go to work this morning. I didn't feel like getting up. I really didn't feel like getting up. I didn't. This shit don't make no sense, man. I didn't feel like getting up and going to work this morning, man. The bed was so warm. Wifey was so warm. I didn't want to get up out the damn bed this morning. And I don't make millions of dollars. I can't sign no extension. I get paid based off of the work that I did. I don't get paid based off of the work that I'm going to do. I get paid based off of the hours that I worked. These sports entertainers get paid based off of what they're going to do. You sign a new contract. You're signing a new contract based off of what you're going to do after you sign a contract. Not what you've already done. He said, what I've done for the team. I think that's what he said. What I've done for you already. Don't you owe me an extension? No, they don't owe you shit. They've been paying you millions of dollars already. Let's continue. This is ridiculous.
Because you took the other two. You took the 50 for this year and next year.
Okay.
So you're saying you took those two, but you're not because you don't get two more?
Doesn't matter.
You could ask for a trade, but you gotta show
Human
up.
nature. You don't want me, I don't want to be here.
You don't feel
That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't have a problem with him requesting the trade. If you feel like it's just not gonna work, you're not happy in the environment. You're not happy in the environment anymore. You don't want to be there anymore. I have no problems, and I like Jimmy Butler. I have no problems with Jimmy requesting a trade if you don't want to be there. No problems at all. But to me, it seems like he's doing everything in his power to make it difficult because he don't want to be there. Now, because you sign a contract, you have an obligation to show up, man, and compete. Regardless of if you don't want to be there or not, they still paying you. So it would be different if you went to front office and you said, hey, man, I don't want to be here. Trade me. And at that point, they said, all right, cool. We're not going to pay you anymore since you don't want to be here. I can understand him not wanting to play or half-assing, not wanting to give his all. I can understand that. I wouldn't want to go to work and put in 8-hour shifts and not get paid, but that's not the case. He's still getting paid handsomely. And he has teammates that depend on him to show up and show out a little bit, give effort a little bit. Not half-assed. At least, I mean, we didn't do anything to you. If I'm Tyler Hero, I'm Bam Adebayo, I'm looking at this man like, yo, we still suiting up for this squad. You still a member of this squad. If I'm teams that's looking to potentially trade for him, to me, I'm having second thoughts. I'm like, yo, what if he gets here and he gets pissed and he don't want to be here no more? He just starts to half-ass. We still got to pay this man. Like, you still got to be professional, even if you don't want to be there. You still got to be professional because you are a privileged individual, a privileged athlete. You're making millions of dollars, bro. Even if you don't want to be there no more, man. I can see if they was abusing you, if they was beating your ass every night. Come on, man. You probably live in a nice, lavish mansion. You got, a hella snow bunnies running in and through out there. Maybe even Rachel Nichols. I don't know. That's speculation. You didn't hear that here. But, you probably living a pretty damn good life, charging, a shit ton for coffee. So, it's you probably don't have a whole lot to complain about as far as, a status and a financial standpoint. But again, there's nothing wrong with asking for a trade. But you got to show up for work. And you can't, I'm not going to say you can't, because you can do whatever you want to do, but making things difficult for the organization just because you don't want to be there is petty. And to me, your reputation has already preceded you. Everywhere you've gone is not ended well. Maybe Philly was the only spot that, was, I guess, okay, but they just chose to go with Tobias because maybe Jimmy wanted too much money. I don't know. And at the end of the day, you also have to think, if you, hang on a second. Who that at my door? I know we good. If you the man and you're trying to win, you have to ask yourself, how much is too much? How much is too much? Especially at your advanced age, right? You're 35 years old. I keep saying 35. Let me hang on a second. I just got to make sure that I'm getting his age right, because I keep saying 35. See. Focus. You get the gist. 35 years of age. It'll be 36 later this year. Okay. So, you're trying to win, but you're taking up a huge chunk of the cap. You want pieces to be put around you. Those pieces have to be paid. If you want decent pieces to be put around you, then they have to be paid decently. If you're taking a huge chunk of the cap, what kind of pieces are you looking for? How much complaining can you do? If you're looking to compete and contend for a championship, then, what are we talking about here? You want an extension, but you want a nice chunk. At your big age, I'd be thinking, man, I'm going to prioritize the championship a little more than these millions. I've made hella millions over my career. Let me leave a little bit on the table so that y'all can go and get some adequate pieces. I don't think a lot of these stars really do that.
And next year.
Okay.
So you're saying you took those two, but you're not, because you don't get two more?
Doesn't matter.
You could ask for a trade, but you got to show
Human
up.
nature. You don't want me, I don't want to be here.
You don't feel a responsibility when you are under contract for this season to play this season.
And next year.
I do. But I'm not going to go all out. I was ready to say the other way. I'm not going to go outplay, but I'm not going to go out, especially like.
You're not going to play hard?
No, listen, I didn't say hard. I didn't say hard. I said I'm not going to go all out, especially if we're not going to win.
You don't feel no obligation?
Because
What does that even mean? I'm going to play, but I'm not going to go all out. They paying you to go all out, man. They're not paying you to half-ass. So the money that you signed for, when you signed for it, was adequate for you at that time, and it's still adequate for you. The issue is not the money that you're making now. The issue is the extension that you want, or at the time wanted. So you good with the money that you're making. You just want an extension moving forward. So if you're good with the money that you're making, then why would you not give output that is conducive to the money that you are making right now? Why would your output change based off of what you want extended past what you're making right now. That don't even make sense. So you sit on a contract for 2 years. What you would potentially sign for after these 2 years has nothing to do with what you're making right now. So your output shouldn't change. If anything, it should be boosted up. You should want to boost your output so that you can tell them, hey, this is what I was making. This is what I was doing on this contract. Now you see what I'm doing now. This is what I need. This is what I want right here. Y'all should pay me this because I earned this. Moving forward, this is what you're going to get plus more. See, this is the privilege that I'm talking about when it comes to these pro athletes. You can make millions of dollars. You can sign a contract and make millions of dollars. And then at certain points within the contract, when you get to a point where you either feel like you feel like you're worth more than the contract you signed, or you want an extension and they don't want to give you an extension and you feel like you're worthy of an extension, you can just check out. At the same time, still make the money that you signed for, but not give the output that they signed you to give in the first place. That don't happen anywhere else but in professional sports. You can't get if you $25 an hour and you work there and you giving maximum output, and at certain points you feel like, man, I'm worth more than $25 an hour, and you go to your boss and your boss tells you, hey, we can't pay you more than the $25 an hour right now. And then you just say, okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to limit my output. You know what they're going to do? They're going to limit your job to null and void. You're not going to have a job anymore. Your ass is going to be in the unemployment line.
You know what? At 35, what if I tear a knee and get hurt?
You still gonna make $50 million? You got $50 million coming.
I'm not gonna go all out, especially if we're not gonna win.
You don't feel no obligation
because you know what? At 35, what if I tear a knee and get hurt?
Okay, that's. I feel your sentiment, Shaq. You're 35. What if you tear your knee and get hurt? Okay, you don't think that the franchise is thinking he's 35? What if he gets hurt and he ends his career? Because he's older. And as you get older, subsequently, you are more prone to injuries. So you're kind of saying it out loud. It's like you're kind of answering why they haven't extended him. And also, they don't have any championships to show for the millions upon millions of dollars that they've poured into their number one option that hasn't delivered them a championship yet. At certain points in time, you have to think, okay, maybe it's just not going to work here. Right? So, again, not opposed to him demanding a trade, but at the same time, don't make it difficult. Don't be a prima donna. You're still under contract. They're still paying you, so you should play. Regardless of if you don't have your joy, you don't seem to, be able to figure out how to you don't even know what I'm talking about, Nisha. This is a stream about sports, okay? So if you don't come into my stream with not the 3-second silence. Thanks for pulling up though. So if you're still on the contract, if you're still on the contract, you got to play. Period. Because they're paying you millions and millions of dollars. So all of that, I'm not going to give my all, but you want an extension. Oh, well, they don't want to extend me. What if I'm 35? What if I get hurt? We're acting like this man hasn't already made hundreds of millions of dollars in the NBA. Like, it's not like if his career ended right now, he's going to go broke. Come on, man. What are we talking about? What are we talking?
You still gonna make $50 million? You got $50 million coming,
bro. I want more, man. You keep talking about 2 years. What about year 3, 4, 5, and 6? I want more.
Because if you were that
year 3, 4, 5, and 6, man's to be 40 years old. I'm not paying a 40-year-old Jimmy Butler 50, 55, $60 million. What do we? No. That's for if I want to build around Bam gonna get that money. Or Tyler Hero. If whoever I want to center my team around, Jaime Jaquez, whoever I want to center my team around, it's not going to be a 35, 36, 37, 38-year-old aging star. It's just not. I'm sorry. And maybe that's why I'm a fan sitting on the couch, or in my case, in my booth, and not a GM, because I wouldn't do it. I let him walk too. But he's still under contract. So I'm massa. I owned you. We're paying you $50 million, boy. You better put on this uniform and dribble this basketball, boy. You understand what I'm saying to you, boy? You better dribble. I don't give a damn how you have your hair braided, what color your braids are. I don't give a damn what color your sneakers are. But dribble this basketball, boy. I owns you. Talking about, man, I'm not paying you $45, $50 million, and you gonna tell me? You ain't telling me nothing. I'm the owner. Why you think they call them NBA owners? Why you think they call them owners? I owns you. Dribble this damn basketball, boy. You talking about a damn extension. Extend these.
Good at that time, your extension would have been longer.
No.
You signed a deal that you thought was great at the time.
He's old.
Michael Jordan, let me give you this example. Yeah. Michael Jordan played for $2.3 million.
2.3.
Like, when he was there, and then said, I signed the contract, I'm going to play. Period.
That's what the
now, I could ask for more. And he never did. But Jimmy could ask for more, but he still has an obligation to show up.
Michael Jordan ended up leaving.
He has the obligation to show up.
He retired. Business of basketball. He came back and played for Washington.
Yeah, he did.
But also, business of basketball, go all out.
Yes.
Listen,
come on. Go all out. You owe that. You owe that to your teammates. You owe that to the fans. You owe that to the franchise.
No.
You owe it to yourself.
No, you owe it to your teammates more than.
That's what I said.
You can get mad at the Miami Heat organization, but the fans of Miami and those guys in that locker room, they ain't got nothing to do with you wanting a contract extension.
Okay, Ernie, to your point, how come people don't play hard in the All-Star? How come
I wish we all had an answer to that.
But they don't go.
There's no consequences for losing an All-Star game.
No, they don't go.
There's consequences.
They're not on the. They're not.
Yeah, you could tell Shaq was hang on a second. Not receiving what? Hang on a second. Oh. What the hell? All right now. Don't start the bullshit. Do not start the bullshit. Okay. All right, we're good. We Gucci. I think. Am I dropping frames? I shouldn't be. I don't know. Fuck it, we ball. You can tell Shaq was like in his feelings and his emotions because dude was stuttering.
But the fans of Miami and those guys in that locker room, they ain't got nothing to do with you wanting a contract extension.
Okay, Ernie, to your point, how come people don't play hard in the All-Star? How come
I wish we all had an answer.
Man, they don't play hard in the All-Star game because it's too much money. When you have to incentivize the All-Star game and give the winners like a cash prize, that lets you know, like a huge cash prize. It has to be like a lump sum in order for them to feel to feel obligated to compete. Otherwise, it's just a glorified 3-point shoot. Like there's no competition. There's no incentive for them to actually play and compete in the All-Star game. That's what it is. Because everybody is full. Everybody's full. When you making 40, 50, when the third option on a decent team is making $40 million a year, damn by no All-Star game, man.
But they don't go.
There's
all
no
out
consequences for losing an All-Star game.
No, they don't go.
There's
all
consequences.
Out.
They're not on the contract in
There's
All-Star
one
game.
reason they don't go all out in the All-Star game because they don't want to get hurt. So again, if I'm not winning the championship at 35, right?
He's making $50 million a year.
Listen to what I'm saying. It might be another team that gives him an extension.
Could I ask you a question then?
I'm
so
not
Wembanyama should say, I'm young. I could get hurt. We're not in the playoffs. I should just chill out a little bit.
Nice analogy, but it doesn't match.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm young.
No,
I'm not getting hurt and messing up my years.
You act like Jimmy's playing for free.
Man, y'all didn't say this before. Y'all didn't say this before. YouTube, you messing with my stream. I don't dig it either, man. Who run YouTube? Bezos, Elon, messing with my stream. I don't rock it. I don't rock it. We're gonna play this out because YouTube is YouTubing right now. I gotta up my bit rate. I had my bit rate too high. Am I streaming or not? Hang on. Brother, what the hell? Am I streaming? Okay, 68. We recommend that you use a stream bit rate of 68. Okay, noted. All right, let's wrap this stream up because this motherfucker's getting on my nerves.
Bro, y'all keep talking about 1 and 2. What about 3, 4, 5, 6?
That ain't that. Listen, he's on the contract for 2 more years.
But hold on.
Listen. So you think the Warriors, who made it to like, listen, Clay, we love you. We won you 4 championships, but you're past your prime.
Okay,
we're not gonna give you a max.
And that's not even completely true because I mean, Golden State, they still offered Clay an extension. They offered him an extension. He just didn't take it. He felt like he was worthy of more than they offered him. I think they offered him like 2 for $48. And he ended up taking 3 for 50. Hang on. Man, what the hell is going on? Is it my internet? Maybe it's my internet. They tell baby to get off Netflix. They offered him an extension and he just didn't take it. He bet it on himself. And they probably was right. Even though, you know, it would have been nice for him to, you know, end his career in Golden State, but still. They probably was right. Because, I mean, it's a 4-year deal. Nah, man, coming off an Achilles, an ACL, nope. And Jimmy hadn't had any major injuries, but still, it's like, okay, we have to do what's best for the franchise as well. So, you know, I can understand. Hang on a second. Okay. I can understand.
Not even the same because he was a free agent.
No, but they offered him a deal. They didn't want
dude's not a free agent.
I understand that, Kenny. But Shaq, they don't want to pay him because he's older and decline.
And human nature is kicking. Y'all don't want me. I don't want to be here.
Okay. I just say that he should show up. He could ask for more.
Listen, you show up and you show up for your teammates.
Yeah, we're about to do our third lap saying the same thing, so let's take a break.
Okay. That's pretty much it. But all these these drop frames? I gotta go back and look at this stream because I feel like it's a little choppy. But fuck it, we ball. Regardless of the fact, I don't understand the I don't understand how you can make millions. How you can make millions and millions and millions of dollars and have too many complaints. I just don't understand it. I mean, but again, I'm just a fan. All I am is a fan, and I hope the best. I hope the best for Jimmy. I do. I hope they find a trade partner that works for both Jimmy and the organization. Because right now it's just first of all, I wanna know if he's suspended, does he still get paid? Like, how does that work? Does he still get paid if he's suspended? Man, my stream is bugging. All right, I'm gonna have to end the stream. Because for whatever reason, I'm getting all kinds of notifications and I don't know why. But you get the gist of the video. You get the gist of the stream. Shaq's comments basically lets me know that the sentiment of a lot of the players is basically like, yo, I don't give a damn what y'all saying. Pay me. And I ain't even talking about for what I'm doing right now. I'm talking about for the future. For what I haven't done. Like the contract that you're gonna sign, like moving forward, is not necessarily for what you've already done. And you're under contract right now. And they're paying you handsomely. So you should play. Even if you don't want to be there. You know, you can be professional and negotiate a trade and hopefully they can do right by you. But all of this is just a soap opera for rich folks. I don't understand it. If you pulled up to the stream, I appreciate you for pulling up. I'm not even gonna ask for a like or anything like that because I feel like the stream is a little fucked up and I'm a little frustrated right now. So I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna drink myself to sleep. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate you for pulling up. See you on the next one.